Srimad-Bhagavatam ki
Jai.
Shri Purnima Mahamotsava ki
Jai.
Go Prahlāda. Hiding behind the bush here, I think. I'm hiding behind the bushes. I think it's better. You're too far. You seen anyone slide on the Vyasa side? Yeah. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading Srimad-Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 9. Prahlāda pacifies the Lord with prayers. Text 38. Itam nitirya Krishnadeva jahasavatare.
Itam nitirya Krishnadeva jahasavatare.
Lokan vibhavas vayasi hamsi jaga pratipan.
Lokan vibhavayasi hamsi jagat pratipan.
Dhamma mahapurusha pashi yugani namritan.
Dharma mahapurusha pashi yuganutam.
Chana kadonya dabhavasti yugata sattvam. Itam nitira Krishnadeva jahasavatare.
Itam nitirya Krishnadeva jashavatare.
Lokam vibhavayasi hamsi jagat pratipan.
Lokan vibhavayasi hamsi jagat pratipan.
Dhamam mahapurusha pasi yugayunu nuvitam.
Dharma mahapurusha pasi yuganutam.
Chana kaloda bhavasti yugata sattvam. Try one time. Itam nitriya Krishnadeva jahasavatare.
Itam nitirya Krishnadeva jashavatare.
Lokam vibhavayasi hamsi jaga pratipan.
Lokan vibhavayasi hamsi jagat pratipan.
Dharmam mahapurusha pasi yuganunavritam.
Dharmam mahapurusha pasi yuganuvritam.
Chana kalo yadabhavas Triyuga sattvam. Please chant.
Itam nitirya Krishnadeva jashavatare.
Itam nitirya Krishnadeva jahasavatare.
Lokan vibhavayasi hamsi jagat pratipan.
Lokan vibhavayasi hamsi jagat pratipan.
Dharmam mahapurusha pasi yuganuvritam.
Dharmam mahapurusha pasi jagat pratipan.
Channa kalo yadavabhavas triyugosta sattvam.
Channa kalo yadavavas triyugosta sattvam. Itam nitriya Krishnadeva jahasavatare.
Itam nitirya Krishnadeva jashavatare.
Lokan vibhavayasi hamsi jagat pratipan.
Lokan vibhavayasi hamsi Hamsi Jagat Pratipan
Dharmam Mahapurusha Pasi Yuganuvattam
Dharmam Mahapurusha Asi Yuganuvrittam
Jana Kalo Yad Abhava Triyuga Sattvam
Channa Kalo Yadabhava Yugosta Sattvam.
All right. Itam. In this way. Niri. Like a human being. Such as Lord Krishna and Lord Ramachandra. Tirak. Like animals. Such as the boar. Rishi. As a great saint. Parashuram. Deva. As demigods. Jasa. As an aquatic. Such as the fish and tortoise. Avatare. By such different incarnations. Lokan. All the different planetary systems. Vibhavayasi. You protect. Hamsi. You sometimes kill. Jagat Pratipan. Persons who have simply created trouble in this world. Dhamam. The principles of religion. Mahapurusha. O great personality. Pasi. You protect. Yuga Anuvritam. According to the different millenniums. Chanaha. Covered. Kalo. In the age of Kali. Yat. Since. Abhavaha. Have been and will be in the future. Triyuga. Name Triyuga. Ata. Therefore. Saha. The same personality. Tvam. You. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki. In this way, my Lord, you appear in various incarnations as a human being, an animal, a great saint, a demigod, a fish, or a tortoise, thus maintaining the entire creation in different planetary systems and killing the demoniac principles. According to the age, O my Lord, you protect the principles of religion. In the age of Kali, however, you do not assert yourself as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and therefore you are known as Triyuga, or the Lord who appears in 3 yugas. Purport. As the Lord appeared just to maintain Lord Brahma from the attack of Madhu and Kaitaba, he also appeared to protect the great devotee Prahlāda Maharaj. Similarly, Lord Chaitanya appeared in order to protect the fallen souls of Kali Yuga. There are 4 yugas or millenniums: Satya, Treta, Dwapara, and Kali. In all the yugas but Kali Yuga, the Lord appears in various incarnations and asserts himself as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But although Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who appears in Kali Yuga, is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he never asserted himself as such. On the contrary, whenever Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was addressed as being as good as Krishna, he blocked his ears with his hands, denying his identity with Krishna, because he was playing the part of a devotee. Lord Chaitanya knew that in Kali Yuga there would be many bogus incarnations pretending to be God, and therefore he avoided asserting himself as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is accepted as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. However, in many Vedic literatures, especially in Srimad-Bhagavatam 11.5.32, Krishnam Varanta Swa Krishna Sangopagasta Pashadam Yagyai Sankirtana Praye Yajanti Hi Sumedasa. In Kali Yuga, intelligent men worship the Supreme Personality of God in the form of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is always accompanied by his associates such as Nityananda, Advaita, Gadadhar, and Srivas. The entire Krishna consciousness movement is based on the principles of the Sankirtan movement inaugurated by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Therefore, one who tries to understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead through the medium of the Sankirtan movement knows everything perfectly. He is Sumedas, a person with substantial intelligence. Om Gyantimidandasya Gyanana Shalakya Chakshamitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Vanchakapa Turubhischa Kripa Sindhu Vyevacha Patitanam Pavinebhyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namaha Katachata Yata Yasmin Duskurum Sukuram Bhavet Vishnite Vipyasinta Shri Chaitanyanam Nanamitam Vaigunya Kata Kalita Pasunya Panapirita Dhaname Namangnaham Shri Chaitanyanam Nanamitam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Shivasiri Gauda Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Lord Chaitanya has come to protect the fallen souls in Kali Yuga. Previously he protects devotees, but nowadays, who is a devotee? Birth in Kali Yuga means we're demoniac. We deserve to be killed by previous avatars. Heavy statement, but that's our situation, unfortunately. But Krishna, he is very merciful in this form of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The purpose of human form of life, or the purpose, or the necessity of the living entity is prema. Prema pum mato ahan, mahan. That the necessity of the living entity is prema, love for Krishna. If we don't have love for Krishna, there's no life. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is known as Vishrambha. He was named at his birth, Vishrambha, maintainer of the universe. He thought to himself, if I'm Vishrambha, maintainer of the universe, I must give prema to everyone, because that's what they need. How could it be known as Vishrambha? It says that he put a wreath around the whole universe, a wreath of prema around the whole universe, a garland. Just by his glance of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, people are inclined to spiritual life. Otherwise, previously not. There was no inclination. Lord Krishna appeared 5,000 years ago and said, Savadama Prityaja Mamikam Sharanam Vraja Aham Tvam Savapepyo Mokshami Masuchaha. But nobody did it. No one surrendered and rejected all the other principles of religion and processes. Just surrender unto me. This is Savai Punsum Parodamo Yato Bhakti Yadoksaja Haitukiya Pratiyata Yarapa Supasiti. That supreme religious principle of the human being is loving devotional service unto the transcendent Lord, Adoksaja. Without any motivation, without any interruption. In that way, he's Sa-atma suprasiditi. The Atma becomes super satisfied. That's what the soul needs. Anandamaya bhyasad. We're searching for happiness. Everyone is going to work. Why? Does anyone like work? No. They pay you. If they don't pay you, you won't go the next day. I'm not coming, sorry. It's not out of love and devotion we do it. We're not that dedicated. Oh, I must go to work. Even if they don't pay me, we don't feel like this. No. But we go, so we get the money. So what? We get the money, we just keep the money? Or no, you buy stuff to make you happy. Right. And then everyone else also wants your money, so they can also buy stuff to make you happy, to make themselves happy. You know, there's so many advertisements. Buy the latest phone, buy latest car, buy the latest clothes. You know, so many things that they're trying to. It's saying that this product will make you happy. Actually, this is what you're looking for. So much advertising is being made for happiness, but unfortunately, that happiness leads to suffering, sense gratification. Krishna says, Yehi sansparshicha bhoga dukkha yoniya evate aryantavanta kantaya nateshana mata buddha. That the intelligent don't take part in the sources of misery. Dukkha yonya evate. Dukkha, distress. Yonya means the source. Evate, eva is like certainly, te is indeed. 4 times in the one line, Krishna says, don't do it. And we are from Kali Yuga, right? We are like Manda Sumanda Matiyo, very slow intelligence. Krishna says 4 times one line. We're like, I don't think he's correct, I think. Because on the billboard it said it's good for you, you know. There must be. Donald Trump, Michael Jordan, so many different superstars saying, yeah, buy this product. They must be correct. But Krishna, Supreme Personality of Godhead, Bhagavan, no. He doesn't know what he's talking about. You can see the illusionary energy working. So we need lots of help. We are like the dumb class, you know. We are put back many grades back. In Australia they have it. Sometimes you don't pass the grade, you have to stay back. You know, and then in my school, I went to the worst school in the state in high school. So there's some people that stay back and they're like 2 years older than you. So you'll be in year 10, there's already someone who's 18. And he already got his license and everything. He looks older, bigger, everything. And you think, oh, he's big, huh? But then you sort of think, is he stupid? There was like a movie, it was called Billy Madison. And he's like a son of a rich man. And his father paid his whole way through his schooling. You know, he even was in a spelling competition. And he was asked to spell rock. How do you spell rock? R-O-C-K. He said R-O-K. And he won, you know, because the father paid. So his whole life was stupid, you know, and his father was like millionaire, had this hotel chain like Hilton or something. And he thought, okay, I'll take over business after father is finished, you know. He's thinking, no, I'm not giving you business. He goes, you don't know anything. You didn't pass the school. He goes, okay, I'll prove it to your father. I will do from grade 1 to grade 12. And if I pass, then you give me company. He goes, okay, deal. So he did 1 week each grade to pass, you know. So he's in grade 1 class, 30-year-old man. 30-year-old man in the grade 1 class. And then one kid goes to him, he goes, are you retarded? So we are like that. We can never get it together. Satyuga we're there, Dwapara Yuga we're there, Treta Yuga we're there, Ramachandra, everyone, we saw them all avatars. Still, didn't make it. So Krishna's just like, I have to deliver these people. So he comes as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But this avatar of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu only comes once in the day of Brahma. Only after Lord Krishna comes. So that was only 500 years ago. Next time Lord Chaitanya comes, 8,640,000,000 years. He will come again. And there was an avatar that preached the Yuga Dharma of Harinam Sankirtan. But that was a Vishnu avatar. It wasn't Krishna himself. Lord Chaitanya, Krishna is avatari, the source of incarnations. But Lord Chaitanya, but these other avatars, they were preaching Nam Sankirtan, but you go to Vaikuntha. That was then. So, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in the Chaitanya Mangala, Rukmini is crying. She cries sometimes. She is upset sometimes. And Krishna goes, my dear queen, what is the problem? Why are you going? She's like, you don't understand. She goes, what do you mean? I'm all knowing. What do you mean I don't understand? No, you don't understand. But please tell me, what do you mean I don't know something? You don't know what it feels like to love you. To love you just like Srimati Radharani loves you. He goes, really? actually you're right. I don't know this. At the same time, Narada Muni was lamenting, this Kali Yuga is coming. Kali is taking over everything. The Brahmanas, all cheaters, they're just astrologers with a thread. The Kshatriyas, they're just tax collectors. Vaishyas, they're just taking over the world and cheating everyone. We can see it now. And everyone is Sudra. Kala Sudra Sambhava. Everyone is born Sudra. No one's doing Garbhadana Samskara. Maybe some of you, I don't know. But I know my parents didn't. So everyone is born Sudra, always lamenting in the darkest of ignorance. So he's lamenting how to deliver them. He goes, don't worry, go and see Krishna in Dwarka. You go up to Vaikuntha and you'll see your answer. So at that same time, Krishna's like, yeah, you're right. How do I taste this? And Srimati Radharani said, yes, you can borrow this bhav, my mahabhav. But I will give you my duty, my luster, because when being in love with you, there's so much ecstatic symptoms. Sometimes you jump and crash, you shiver, so many things happen to your body. So I don't want you to get hurt, my Lord. So I will take all the crashes and the fall downs and everything. So that's the love of Srimati Radharani. And in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, it said that Lord Krishna is wondering, I'm the supreme enjoyer. I should be enjoying so much. But then when I see Srimati Radharani serve me, she enjoys 1,000,000 times more. What's going there? I want to taste this love. And then even Srimati Radharani, she feels that if there's some other gopi, that when she sees that there's another gopi that can give pleasure to Krishna, she falls at the feet of that gopi. It says, go to Krishna. And then she feels great happiness. And then she feels unhappy because she wants to be with Krishna. But if my unhappiness gives Krishna great happiness, that's my happiness. That's unconditional love. Who cares if Krishna is absent before me or handles me roughly by his embrace? He's my worshipful Lord unconditionally. That's the love that's being bestowed by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Namo Mahabhadanya Krishna Prema Padayate Krishna Chaitanya Namani Gota Sinama. You cannot love someone you don't know. But Lord Chaitanya is surpassing this. You don't have to know, just take it. And what is the medium? The Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Krishna is known as Mali Chaitanya, the gardener Chaitanya. And he's harvesting fruits of love of Godhead. And he goes, as this Chaitanya, I need help to distribute these fruits. Then it'll be considered a very pious person. I order everyone in the universe to distribute these fruits. The medium, the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Sri Harinam Sankirtan is the Yuga Dharma. And established by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In that mood of Srimati Radharani, expressing that deep love for Krishna, people just get overwhelmed. Anandam Buddhi Vadanam, this ever-increasing ocean of bliss is just inundating everyone. There's a flood of love of Godhead that's emanated from Mayapur by the appearance of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. There's a whole list of people get drowned in this flood. Like pretending brahmacharis, that's everyone. Fallen householders, cheating sannyasis, all types of, there's a whole list. But unfortunately, there's two types of persons that float on the surface, running away from the Sankirtan. The impersonalists and the Mayavadis. That's why Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was preaching philosophy as well. The philosophy of the Bhagavatam. It says that Sri Nityananda, Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda appeared just like the sun and moon and delivered the word by the two Bhagavats. The book Bhagavat, Srimad-Bhagavatam, and the person Bhagavat. If you look at Srimad-Bhagavatam, the introduction is the life of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That's how one lives Bhagavatam. It actually even says the urge of the soul is Srimad-Bhagavatam. So so many ajas. Vacha vegam, manasakroda vegam, jiva vegam, dharapasta vegam, etam vegam, yovisihata, pavittim sasisyam, tam isvat. Sorry, I got the last one. Sisyat. Sorry. We have the vacha vegam, the urge to speak. Manasakroda vegam, to the mind's demands and anger. These try and push us as well. We don't get what we want, we get angry. And then that anger goes somewhere else. And we can see that happening here. Domestic violence is a good sign. My partner was supposed to satisfy my desires. And because they don't, you get angry. People outside don't get angry as much. They don't satisfy your desire, you don't care. But those close ones, you expect them to do what you want. Then you get angry, and then it can be even fatal. Some people even killing. And that's Kali Yuga. Every time there's some murder case, the police they always check who are the friends and family. They're the first suspects. Kali Yuga means you put two people in a room, it means fight. That's what it means. Put two people, fight. So we have to, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come to get rid of this quarrel and hypocrisy. By this simple dancing and chanting. Everything, the essence of all Vedic hymns is the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. And by that Bhagavatam, he's establishing that. The last verse, Namaste Kirtanam Yasya Sapa Papa Pranasanam Dukkha Pramana Shamanas Tamnanami Haripadam. That I offer my obeisances to the Supreme Lord Hari, whose congregational chanting destroys all sinful reactions. By offering obeisance unto him, one gets rid of all distress. And this is the way to happiness for us. Machita makata pram bodhiyantas parasvaram kadanta nityam bhaktya nityam tusyanti cha ramanti cha. That's how we get satisfaction and bliss. Always have the mind attached to Krishna, giving our lives, our prana to Krishna. These great souls, by enlightening one each other about Krishna, they just experience great satisfaction and bliss. That's the opposite. So by even Kapila Dev in the third canto says the greatest sense of gratification is discussing the pastimes of Govinda. This is our greatest wealth. And you'll see, this is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu here, and he was going from Navadvip to Puri after he took sannyas. He's just hearing from Lord Nityananda about Shakshi Gopal, about Kircho Gopinath, all these persons of Lord Manjavarna Puri, and his devotion to the Lord. That was his ecstasies, more and more. And then in that way he just chant and dance, thinking about these pastimes. It's such an amazing movement. And Narada Muni, he saw this golden form of the Lord in Dwarka. And there was like big abhishek and everything. And then he calls Narada Muni, this is the form you'll see in Kali Yuga. And then you'll take part as well. He's the sender of Sri Vastakho to take part in the pastime. And you'll see everyone from Krishna Lila is in Chaitanya Lila. That's what the most amazing thing is. The most highest personalities you can ever imagine. They've also accompanied him. Only 500 years ago. That's just, it's like compared to eternity or the day of Brahma, it's nothing. We're getting so much mercy. We're like in the epicenter of the explosion of love of God. We know other epicenters of explosions of certain viruses. Like, oh no, But we're in the epicenter of the explosion of love of God. And on top of that, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has sent his Sinapani Bhakta. Namaste Saraswati Devi, Gaura Vani Pracharine. He's preaching the Vani of Gaura. Nivashesha Sunyavadi Pachita Deshita. He's destroying impersonalism and voidism and Mayavad in the whole West. Where's the West? Wherever the British went. They went everywhere. Destroying all of it. How? He was writing books. These The Yuga Dharma, Harinama, Harinama, Harinama eva kevalam, kalo nasteva nasteva, katiyanyata. There's no other way, no other way. 3 times the saying. Actually, it's like 8 times. Kalo nasteva nasteva, that's like another 6. Harinama, Harinama, that's 3. Then nasteva nasteva, that's another 3. And then eva, that's like, yeah, that's like another 3. Yeah, certainly as well. So many times one verse is establishing that you got to do this in Kali. You got to still, I don't know, maybe. Prabhu wants to come in Harinam? I will try. Sorry, I have this one thing to do. So I have job. That's my life, Prabhu, would you like to come in Harinam? I'll try, But the Harinam is so easy. And it just elevates all types of people to the highest platform. When Lord Nityananda was smashed in the head with the wine pot by Madai, Lord Chaitanya came running, he's going to kill them. Where's my chakra? I'm going to chop your heads off right here, right now. And Lord Nityananda felt, no, my Lord, no, you cannot do this. Because if you kill them, you have to kill everyone. Everyone is like them. Just deliver them. He goes, all right, my dear. Nityananda, I will. And then don't worry, Jaga, he tried to protect me. So then he delivered him. Then Madai is like, what about me? I'm also fallen. He goes, you hit Lord Nityananda. How can I forget you? Then you fall at Nityananda's feet. And then he followed his feet and then delivered. Lord Chaitanya embraced Jaga and Madai. He turned black from all the sins. He dissolved all their sins. Then they had big kirtan. All the demigods came, Yamaraj came, Lord Shiva came dressed as a naked sannyasi with dreadlocks going everywhere. All the demigods came. It was like so millions of people were there. Where they come from, no one knows. It was one of the biggest kirtans ever. So that's all we do, really. And the books, they convince us that we worship Lord Chaitanya by yagye sankirtana prayer yajanti hisamerasa. One has good brain substance, they do this. One who's upper medicine, they do everything else except this. And it was nice. Yesterday we went to Redcliffe and this market, and people, very easily they can connect. Singing and dancing, that's no harm. That doesn't disturb anyone. And they're happy. If you can see that, straight away they think, these people are happy. I saw a YouTube video, and the title was Happy People Singing in the Street. And it's just showing some Mataji's doing their dance move, like this. But they look bored. You can see their face. They look bored. But this person perceived happiness. And I think, yeah, okay, there must be some Yogamaya potency as well, Because we may not be feeling it, because we're purifying ourselves. We chant japa, it's a clearing stage. But for some reason, people just see this happiness. Because we're out there and then, Lord Chaitanya is in their heart as well. The Lord is in their heart and then just inspires them in some way. But the ones who get affected the most, it's the ones who hate it. Like Kamsa, he was always wanting to kill Krishna. But that's also Krishna conscious and he got liberated. Right? It's like an intense thinking of the holy name of Krishna, of the devotees. Does Hare Krishna hate them? Oh, Hare Krishna is a... And you hear so many stories. Someone was throwing rocks at Harinam party. He ends up becoming devoted. Like Jnana Samudra, he was always throwing rocks. He became devoted. And he's also doing same Harinam. He'll go up at the Harinam, but in the 80s it was very heavy. Sometimes people try and fight them. So he was one of the few devotees behind. And if someone caused a problem, then they'll get them. So he started protecting Harinam party, There was another, I think in Europe, someone was throwing rotten tomatoes. Every time Harinam party comes, then he throw it like this. Eventually he started donating vegetables to temple. Yeah. Because they're always giving cookie, So prasadam like this. And then so how many of us have come due to mainly the books have convinced us. So that's the philosophy behind this. We're not sentimentalists. Prakashananda Saraswati was criticizing Lord Chaitanya. He's just sentimental. He's sannyasi. He should be studying Vedanta. What's going on? He's not studying Vedanta. And then he came, and he was sitting at the shoes, very humble. Janadapi Sunichena. Even by his example, he's showing how to be a devotee. This is the most amazing thing about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is the Supreme Lord himself. He doesn't need to do these things, take sannyas. He's, Kunja Bihari. He's enjoying in the kunjas with the gopis, How can it be? How can he just take sannyas and follow these strict rules? Like if someone you are dedicated to Krishna, you want him to enjoy, and then he's taking sannyas, following this strict rule. It doesn't make sense. Like Lord Nityananda didn't like this. He broke his danda, He's above these varnas. What is this? But he's doing it to go out his way. He gave up such a beautiful wife, dedicated wife, and devoted mother, and going out like this to deliver all of us. And Srila Prabhupada is in the same mood. He also gave up family. He had a daughter not married yet, left to deliver the whole world. So our connection to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Srila Prabhupada. He's the Senapati Bhakta. We have Senapati also here in Brisbane as well. So he's also in the line. He's also going on Harinam and catching all the fallen souls. But the most easiest sublime way to develop prema, Krishna prema sabakaranoi, shravanadi, sudachita koryodai. That Krishna prema is already inside. It's not from outside. But by hearing shravanadi, then it rises up from within the heart. So by hearing and chanting more and more, that is the movement of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And it's full ecstasy. It's not hard. It's Kevala Ananda Kanda, we sang the other day, from Lochandas Thakur. This process is only fun. The religion of fun. If someone asks you, what is your religion? It's the religion of fun. We hear very nice philosophy. Every time there's something going on, there's some song. Some class, song. Prashadam, song. Wake up, song. Go to sleep, song. It's a festival every day. Every step is a song in spiritual world. Every step is a dance, Every word's song. And then they also sing and dance. So they're singing also above the songs. Every meal's a big feast. Goloka Pramada, Harinam Sankirtan. It descends from Harinam Sankirtan. Such a gift being given. We are like ant, and then Lord Chaitanya is given giant diamond to the ant. Can the ant appreciate diamond? No. He's always going for a little small sugar on the side. Someone gave me new car. That's like the sugar, I got new promotion. I got beautiful wife. Nadanam najanam nasundarim kavitam va jagadisha kami. Mama jamani ishure bhavita bhakta itakitoi. I didn't know one wealth, beautiful women, or followers, or being known as a very great speaker. I only want your devotional service birth after birth. That is Krishna himself is going after him. He is experiencing so much bliss from this. And he's giving the exact same thing to us. That's why he's the most. Otherwise, Krishna, he's hiding bhakti. You want bhakti? No, you cannot. What do you got? He's hiding. Because it conquers him. But Srimati Radharani, she's very humble, she's very merciful. She wants to engage everyone into Krishna's pleasure. That's the mood of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And that's what manifests as the Harinam Sankirtan. We think, he's preaching and delivering. No, he's just experiencing bliss, and people get caught up in the ecstasy. Disciples asking Prabhupada, how do you preach? You just show how happy you are. That's that easy. And then they'll come and follow. What do you have? What drugs is it? Many people. Janananda Maharaj was going on a Harinam in Newcastle in the UK. And then everyone in the Harinam party were over 70 years old. And they're dancing like anything. Dancing. Then these teenagers come and dance. And they're like, oh, yeah. And then they couldn't. They got tired. And then they're asking Maharaj, what drugs are you on? kind of, because sometimes they take some drugs, they stay out like many nights like this, you know. The Goswamis forgot to sleep, talking Krishna Katha. Krishna Kirtana, Rata Paro. They were dancing and chanting. Ot Kirtan means loud Kirtan. And it's not like, oh, look, we stayed up, cool, huh? They weren't like that. They just forgot. Oh, it's morning, okay. They forgot to eat. Oh, they just absorbed in Krishna Kirtan, Krishna Katha. So that's the movement of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a movement of ecstasy. And we have to dive into it as much as possible. With the books, with the service, with the chanting and dancing. Say Panchatattva Pitaviyasiya Puva Prema Bandhanina Muja Gadira Panchanaya Lutta Prema Karashradan Yata Yata Prichishna Banavisham Puna Puna Payahaya Mahamata Mata Nachigaya Hasagaya Yache Madamata. That the storehouse of love of God is like the qualities of Krishna. That's the storehouse. When Krishna appeared, it was sealed. No one could access it. Only a few. But the Panchatattva came and broke open that seal, plundered its contents. The more they drank, the more their thirst grew, and they were just distributing at the same time. So that's the nature of that spiritual ecstasy. You drink it, and then you want more. And then you're giving as well. No, the more they sang and danced, they were dancing, it made it easy to drink the nectarian love of God. In this way, they laughed, they cried, they danced and sang. Just like madmen, that's how they distributed love of God. So actually, you've joined a movement where you're supposed to become a madman. Yeah. You still want to stay. You have to become madman. Yeah, that's our goal. If you don't become madman, you're doing something wrong. Not artificially. We don't want to do that. But we can see this love has never been displayed before. And the goal, this highest goal has never been given before. And the most easiest way. Think about it, how much years have we got in our lives? If we're like 30, then most people live, 70, 80? If we're a bit older, So only 30, 40 years. You just stick to it. Prabhupada says 16 rounds for regular principles, guaranteed this lifetime back to Godhead. Prabhupada said he has the back door open for us, so we can come in. He is carrying this flag of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy. And it's only increasing. Prabhupada's mercy is increasing more and more. He's trying to put it out as far as possible to the most remote places you can think of. The fact that the movement is in the Middle East so strong, that's unbelievable. This is the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He's giving freely. There's no qualification. The other day we were in Surfers Paradise. There's this family from Adelaide. 3 kids and the mom and dad. Mom has beer in her hand and she's drinking. So what kind of upbringing the kids are going to get? Okay, so we know what type of person, what their position is. We come up with Harinam. They chant. We say, can you chant? We go, okay. And then we do 2 words. Hare Krishna, Hare, like this, The mom, she got into it. She's holding beer. She's like, Hare Krishna, like fool, chanting loud, really like with enthusiasm. And then they eventually, those like, they experienced something. And then we offer books, they take books with them. Because they have the pure devotee, the person Bhagavad with them, then they'll be deluded. They get Prabhupada's association. So this is our thing. We're just trying to, we get as much mercy here from the devotees, and then we go and give it out. And then that gets our ability to get in more. My spiritual master, Kadamba Kamaraj, he was saying that when you first come to the movement, you get this small nectar cup. And then you catch some, and then you drink. And you catch some, and you drink. Once you use your nectar cup to give nectar to others, it grows bigger. And then you catch some. You drink. And then it gets bigger. and then bigger, like that. And in that way, we just get inundated by this nectar of Krishna consciousness. Krishnam Bhav Amrita, the Amrita of Krishna Bhav. And I'll say one more story to finish, how the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu works with the holy name. So one time we were doing Harinam in Times Square in New York City. Times Square is like the home of Maya. Everywhere there is all advertising, there's big signs, color, everything. Every corner is some Mickey Mouse, Spider-Man. It's just distractions, non-stop with distractions. So when you do Harinam there, you have to go hard. People join in. All these arrows from Cupid lust, you see naked women, this and that, they all get cut by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu because you're serving him. He's protecting the fallen souls, especially those who engage in his service. And then we come down into the train, the metro system. And we still keep doing kirtan. We don't care. So we're in the train, and we're still doing Harinam. One devotee is playing accordion. And there's one drunk guy, he may be drunk, homeless, something. He starts swearing. He goes, "You Hare Krishnas, you better get off the next platform, someone's going to get hurt." Like that. We kept singing. I don't know why. We just kept going. And then, and he's like, this tune he was singing, the devotee. He's singing, "Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare." So, this guy, he started swearing at us in the tune. "You Hare Krishnas better get off now, I'm gonna kill you down." So everyone's watching because he may do something to us, So we have one other devotee, he rides a bicycle and he distributes a book on the bicycle. So he's there, he's going around the carriage, he's giving books like that. For some reason, he keeps swearing at us in the tune, and then we start playing louder. So the drum, before that, he gets up. He starts pointing, he gets up, he gets in the face of the singer, like this, and we're thinking, if he's going to hit him, we're going to jump him, And then the singer gets scared. He's like, "Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama." And he goes, and then the guy goes, "Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Look, you're not even singing anymore. You guys better get off the next platform. You're going to get hurt." And he sits back down, And then the drum starts playing louder. And he goes, "You're dead." I play louder, "You're dead." The guy who's distributing books with bike, he has this horn. He goes, "Mama." He goes, "You're dead." Everyone's watching to see what he's going to do. Then he starts putting his hat down, and he starts shaking, and he's turning red. All right? And this African-American guy sitting across from him, he's watching him too. He can see there's this small smile coming from underneath. And then he starts running up and down, the African guy. He's like running up and he goes, "They're changing him. They're changing him. I can't believe it. They're changing him, It's like they're changing him." And then he's turning red. He's turning red like this. And we don't know. Maybe he's going to kill us or something, Then we see that he starts looking at this big smile comes like this. And then we're thinking, okay, he's happy. We give him mantra card. And then he goes, "Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare." Whole carriage would just erupt in applause. "Yeah! Woo! Yeah!" Because they thought he was going to kill us. But he just turned happy. This other guy, he was running up there. He goes, "You guys did it. You guys did it. You changed him. I don't know how you did it. You guys did it." This guy, he was going to kill us. He was like pure demon. And then in 15 minutes, he turned into pure devotee, Then we got off our stop. And then he's waving. The whole carriage is like applauding. And then he shows his gin. He got a bottle of gin. He's like, "Yeah," like this. And that, I never seen that ever like this change quick from extreme, you know. It was amazing, you know. It's hitting the heart. We think like the advertisers, they're always trying to advertise so many things. How to capture the senses, the mind and intelligence. But the Maha Mantra, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's music is catching the soul. Because it's giving the necessity of the soul. Prema, Puma, Ata, Mahan. That's the necessity of the soul. And that's what Krishna's giving. Namo Maha Vadanya Krishna Parapadayate. Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaura say Namo. The temple is not here anymore. It's on the street. And our worship is Sankirtan Yajna. If you want to see the mercy of Shishi Gauranitai, I recommend going on the street and chanting and dancing in ecstasy and see the magic of Lord Chaitanya's movement. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki, Shri Gaurapanim ki, Gaura Prahlāda. Any comments or questions?
Very nice class, very nice, amazing experiences.
Yes. That's the only one I can remember, unfortunately. There's other ones, but I think we'll save it for tonight, maybe. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Have a good Gaurapanim, lots of chanting. Hare Krishna.
Harinam Ananda Prabhu ki
Jai. Srila Prabhupada ki. Jai. Pancha Tattva ki. Jai.